Hey, I'm Brandon with RevZilla, and we are checking out the Icon Stormhawk Gloves, available at RevZilla.com. So the Stormhawk Gloves, these are going to be a short cuff glove with waterproof capabilities, and they're only about 60 bucks, so there's really not too much I can be mad about. You've got a Hipora waterproof liner, and then a micro fleece liner in there as well, which is going to help out a little bit in those cooler riding conditions. But before I get going about the details, let's talk about the overall fit, because that is pretty important. Now, I measure just over 8.75 inches around the full circumference of my hand. Just to give you some reference, I typically wear a size large in pretty much all of my gloves. Now, these gloves are certainly fitting true to size, but I do want to mention this is actually an XL. So if you're looking at it, it looks a little bit big on my hand. It's because it's one size up from what I typically wear. This is the only sample that we had available. However, we did have a few people in the office try it on just to make sure it worked well for their typical glove size. So the point being, reference the sizing chart with your measurements and you should be all set, or you can just stick with your typical glove size and you should be good to go. Keep in mind, we do have our price match policy in place. That is there to guarantee that you're getting the best deal around, so take advantage of that. Let's start here at the back of the hand. This is a ripstop material. It's a poly ripstop, if you will. So if something tears, it's not just going to destroy the whole glove. I like having ripstop incorporated with any of my gear, whether it's gloves or jackets. It's nice when it comes to kind of textile materials there. A little bit of relief stitching here at the top, or excuse me, the back of the hand, right before we get to this knuckle. Now you can see this may look like carbon. It is a carbon overlay. Keep in mind, this is only about $60 for this glove. It's a hard TPU, so you are still getting that excellent knuckle protection, but it's not carbon fiber there, just for some of you out there that might be wondering the same thing as I was. I'm like, is that a carbon knuckle for 60 bucks? Anywho, working our way down the hand, you do see these relief stitching as you saw at the top of the hand, just to give it a little bit more ease of movement, flexibility. And then as we get to the tops of the fingers, you're going to start seeing some of that accelerado, and that's what's going to be on the inside of the palm. So flipping over inside of the palm, accelerado, this is a synthetic suede material. It's very comfortable, it feels very nice. One of my nitpicks though, even though it's 60 bucks, I'd still love to get some touch tech capability on the index finger as well as the thumb. I think pretty much any gloves that are being manufactured these days should have touch tech capability. Let's face it, we're all using our phones or GPS devices to navigate, even on a motorcycle, but for $60, I can't knock them too hard on it. A little bit of reinforcement here. You're gonna find that across the fingers here, or at the base of the fingers, and working its way down towards the palm for some additional reinforcement in this area. Always nice to have that. And always look for some coverage on that outer pinky. Again, I think we could have used some of this material and incorporated alongside the pinky there. This is an area that is very prone to impact if you're coming off the bike. But for $60, I know I keep saying that, I think you're getting a good amount of protection as well as some waterproof capability, which is rare to find at this particular price point. And as we get towards the bottom of the cuff, very straightforward, just a simple Velcro cuff right there. And you're getting D3O underneath that knuckle. That's where you're seeing that D3O logo right there. So that D3O impact protection is underneath that knuckle. For $60, waterproof capability, I'm not gonna be too mad about it. If you're looking for a bit more coverage, they do have a gauntlet version. That's gonna be a step up. It's the Raiden, and it is giving you waterproof capabilities as well. So if you're looking for a little bit more coverage, step up to the Raiden and you can get a waterproof option that way with a little bit more protection incorporated. And of course, if you have any additional questions for us, please don't hesitate to reach out. Give our Gear Geeks a call. You can ring them at 877-792-9455, or you can simply shoot over an email, cs@revzilla.com. They're all riders, happy to help you out, get you pointed in the right direction, so don't hesitate. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, taking a closer look at the Icon Stormhawk Gloves. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.